So it's Jonathan here from Grow Gothenburg, and we have some exciting news for you today. Today we have some exciting announcements for you guys. We are releasing a new plot for regenerative agriculture, a pretty big site, and it's called the Eco Agroforestry Center. So here you will be able to farm both vegetables or do even keep animals in a holistic way to build topsoil. So we're looking for one or several commercial farmers who wants to farm here, and you can farm everything from 1,000 square meters or even a couple of hundred to a hectare or even 5 hectares, depending on what you want to do. And the site here is really big and it has a lot of potential, which we can come into in further videos. But I also want to recommend watching the videos about the eggmobiles that I recorded at Ridgedale a couple of weeks ago or a month ago. So have a look at that. We'll link up there in this video. There is a competition in regenerative agriculture arranged by Ecosia together with Ridgedale Farm, where you can actually be selected as one out of 4 teams to share 100,000 euros to build up your regenerative agriculture enterprise. So it can be anything from market gardening to laying hens, eggmobiles, pasture poultry, or even an agroforestry system. And in order to make it possible for many of you in Gothenburg to apply, or even people around the area of Gothenburg and the Nordic countries, we're actually announcing today that we're launching a piece of land for you to apply in this competition. And it's a really interesting piece of land. It's quite big, several hectares, which you can in the long term access if you're really committed and want to create a regenerative farm. And so this competition is really about learning from each other as well. So there will be a website which we'll link to below, where you can actually put up your application with a design proposal and a business plan as soon as you feel comfortable doing that, and you will receive massive feedback from Richard Perkins himself and also from other people in the community. So you'll be able to make each other's proposals better together. And even if you don't become one of the selected teams, you will learn quite a lot during this process. So the competition opens up now in the 15th of September, and the deadline closes in December 15th. So you'll have about 2 months to develop your business plan and develop your design proposal for the area. And in order to do that even more efficiently, we're then inviting you to apply for this particular piece of land in the Eco Agroforestry Center here in Gothenburg, because here we then see a potential of building up the infrastructure together. So even one or several farms can apply as a team and build up this infrastructure that is needed, and also create this natural meeting place and hub at the Agroforestry Center. So if you want to read more about this plot, do check out our link to the Grow Gothenburg website, where you'll be able to read more. So now I'm standing here together with some of the members of the Eco Agroforestry Center, EAC, and would you like to tell me a little bit about EAC and how it all started?
Yeah, my name's Sarah Mobiru. Originally from Uganda. I've lived in Sweden about 30 years. I have my own company, and around 2015 is when I began to really notice the importance of the environment and to actually understand that our environment is being deforested at a very, very, very high speed. So out of that place, we began going into schools, taking this vision of reforesting the world or the earth. We do that in a little bit internationally, but we are doing it also locally here in Sweden. So originally the organization was called Planta Panta Tree, or it is still called Planta Panta Tree, but Planta Panta Tree, which plants trees, fruit trees in schools, has come together with Hope for Sustainable Forest, which is a sister organization in ESC, and we managed to get this amazing 27 hectares of land in order to bring social integration, to bring education, to bring tourism, and the growing of ecological food here in Sweden. So that is why we are here. We have this big area on which we want to bring all these different pillars together.
So the vision is also to create this kind of educational center here. So you would have a cafe here on site where we stand not more than maybe 100 meters or 50 meters away, and then you would have a greenhouse here, which could prolong the season quite a bit.
Exactly.
And we are on the site where we would do this, where you would do the stage one. So here you would focus the cafe. You would have most of the vegetable production here in the first phase.
Exactly.
And here is also the place where growers could join you to start.
Exactly.
Here.
I think one of our objectives as well is to use this project as a platform for social integration. To encourage people from different cultural backgrounds, to come together and use this agroforestry platform, to integrate socially into the system.
I originally come from Uganda, like I told you, but we have this tendency that the forest is dangerous. So, and we have actually found out that in Sweden it's quite the opposite. It's like the forest is life. When you come out into nature, it has a healing effect. So we're also going to have like hands-on things. Like, for example, we have John all the way from Greece, who is together with TNB.
So tell us about TNB. What is TNB?
TNB is an organization. It's in Barihon, and we are trying to engage youth through activities, through things that we try to do with them and teach them. And we are trying to ask them what they want to do. And one of the things that the youth would like is to find a place that they can come to and interact with nature, learn about nature, feel the nature. And we really think that this is one of these places, and we could do that here.
And the last time we had the youth here, they were so happy. They were could just see all the energy. They have a place to put their energy. It's really beautiful to have the youth.
So it's nice. It's a big group that collectively are making this Eco Agroforestry Center happen, basically. So I will show you guys around this amazing little piece of land, or big piece of land. Now we are on the site where the first stage of this agroforestry center will be established. So here behind me you see the site for the future greenhouse or polytunnel, where you will be able to also take part if you're interested. And here the idea is to grow food and extend the season quite a bit. And then there's a lot of land in between, and here on the other side there would be the site for a little cafe. And we'll also have a look at the entrance to the site, which is really close to the bus stop.
there's a lot of interest from schools. We have 2 schools who are interested to come here, bring the children out in the nature. And then we have the youth from Barishan who are just...
So the educational part is a really important part of this piece of land as well. And you really want to create a hub here for people to come and learn about this kind of thing.
Extremely important. Extremely important. Like they say that when you train a child, you train a nation. So we feel like the youth are very, very important, and the children.
It's nice to hear.
Yeah. We're also hoping to... We have an African saying that a village brings up a child.
Yeah.
So we're also hoping to have that kind of mentality whereby you can actually mother the children and father the children and be that extra hand. Where the mummies are working, the daddies are working. We can be here for the children.
But I think this is a really interesting site and vision to, like, even for a commercial grower to be a part of, because actually having an educational part of the farm, or even, you know, having the Agroforestry Center focusing on the education and the farmer being a really good resource in actually, they have their business there, they do the stuff they do on a regular basis every day, and the kids could just integrate in that system and learn, and I think that would be really interesting. So if you're also passionate about this educational aspect of farming, that's maybe this site is even more interesting for you.
Welcome, very welcome. As you can see, it is huge. And many people can do what they want here.
Yeah, even all the way down to where the cars are going is part of this property, and then it goes a long way also that direction. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Harriet.
Harriet.
Yes.
And you're also part of the Agroforestry Center?
Yes, I'm a member in ESC,
In
Eco
ESC.
Agroforestry Center, and we have big dreams in this wonderful place. Yeah, thinking of agroforestry, social integration, impermanence. There is a lot that we can do here. We are working with young people, people from other countries. So there's so much that we can do. There's so many opportunities in this place. We are really looking forward to bringing in people who can be interested to do something in this wonderful place.
Do you want to tell me about your international corporations or parts of the project as well?
Originally, I'm from Uganda, and we are working with agroforestry in Uganda too. We actually want to link the work that we are doing here with the work that we are doing in Uganda. And there will be education. There's a lot to learn from the different continents, how we with our crops in Uganda and how it's done here. So there's so much to learn between the different countries. And we are also working with Rwanda. Yes, in Rwanda we have another organization, Planta Panta Tree. So we are out in schools to grow trees, fruit trees for the children. So there's a lot that can be done, and we wanted to interlink. So I'm the one who is leading the work in Uganda, and I'm also a member in this organization here in Gothenburg.
Nice.
Yes.
So it's a truly international project.
Yes, it is an
really
international project,
Yeah, and you have this vision of kind of wanting to connect, both learn from Uganda and also take what you learn here.
It is actually both ways, because the way the agroforest actually, the methods of agroforestry, that is what we do in our countries actually. So here it's almost like it's new. So what we have learned from there, we are going to implement it here, and what we learn from here, we will be able to implement it at home. So it's a wonderful interchange actually. It's
lovely to hear.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's be exciting to follow this project, and so don't forget to check out the link in the description below and apply your interest if you want to farm here and be part of this amazing project. And we'll send you out some more information along the way and invite you to a site visit here. So please do apply and read more in the link below, and we also link to Richard Perkins' video about this competition, so you'll be able to know a little bit more about the opportunities there. And see you soon in an urban farm near you.